Struggling to trust your intuition? By the end of this video, you'll have a reliable way to access your body's natural guidance system. Welcome to the Live Free, Love Life podcast, where we discuss how to create more freedom so we can love our lives no matter what we're going through. Hello, my beautiful friends. We are diving into something fascinating today, which I guess goes without saying since everything I bring you on this podcast is fascinating. But today we'll be discussing a powerful way to access your body's hidden wisdom. So, you know that feeling when you're totally paralyzed by all the options out there for improving your health and well being? Or maybe you catch yourself doubting your intuition when you need to make important decisions? Well, what if I told you that your body has a built in guidance system to help you cut through all that noise and find exactly what you need? Enter muscle testing. Now, I'll be honest, when I first heard about muscle testing, I was a little skeptical. It sounded just a little bit too woo woo, even for me. But after experiencing its power firsthand, especially during my journey with chronic illness, it has become one of the most valuable tools in my freedom toolkit. In fact, it is one of the main reasons I'm recovering from Lyme disease rather than wasting away like most people do. Because when you're dealing with health issues, the number of potential solutions can be absolutely overwhelming. Should you try this supplement, that medication, this diet, that treatment? Muscle testing became my compass, helping me navigate all of those choices and find what actually worked for my body and what was actually needed. And the doctors who used muscle testing were, for the most part, the only ones who helped me. So today, I'm going to walk you through everything you need to know about muscle testing, from the fascinating science behind it to practical techniques that you can start using today. Whether you are looking to optimize your health, make better decisions, or break free from limiting beliefs, muscle testing can help you access the wisdom that's already inside of you. Let's start by talking about muscle testing and intuition. In an ideal world, we'd all be deeply connected to our intuition, that inner knowing that guides us effortlessly toward what serves us best. But the reality is that many of us struggle to access or trust this natural guidance system. Maybe you've experienced that gut feeling about something, but talked yourself out of listening to it. Or perhaps past trauma has muffled your intuition's voice, making it hard to hear those subtle inner nudges. You might even doubt whether you have intuition at all, especially if you've been taught to prioritize logic over inner wisdom. This is where muscle testing becomes such a valuable tool. Think of it as training wheels for your intuition. It provides a tangible physical way to access your body's wisdom while you work on strengthening that intuitive connection. For some people, it serves as validation, confirming what their intuition was quietly trained to tell them. For others, it offers a bridge back to trusting their inner guidance after trauma has broken that trust. And here's the thing, using muscle testing doesn't mean giving up on developing your intuition. Instead, it can help you rebuild that connection by showing you in measurable ways how your body already knows what's best for you. So, what exactly is muscle testing? At its core, it's about working with your body's energy field, what we call your biofield. Modern physics has proven what ancient healers always knew. Everything is energy. As Albert Einstein explained, concerning matter, we have all been wrong. What we have called matter is energy, whose vibration has been so lowered as to be perceptible to the senses. There is no matter. Nikola Tesla agreed, saying, if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. When we understand this fundamental truth, muscle testing becomes less mysterious and more logical. We're simply learning to read and work with our body's energy system. So let's talk about the science behind this for a minute. Modern quantum physics has completely revolutionized our understanding of the human body. While we appear solid, science has proven that at our most fundamental level, we're made of atoms that are 99.99999% empty space. These atoms are actually packets of energy vibrating at specific frequencies. This means we're not just physical beings, we're complex energy systems that are constantly interacting with everything around us. When we understand that we're made of energy, muscle testing starts to make a lot more sense. Just like a radio can detect invisible radio waves, our bodies can detect subtle energy changes. When something supports our well being, it creates harmonious vibrations in our energy field. When something doesn't serve us, it creates dissonance. Muscle testing simply allows us to detect these energy changes through measurable physical responses. The research into the human biofield, that energy field that surrounds and interpenetrates our bodies, has shown some pretty incredible things. For instance, our biofield extends several feet beyond our physical body. It can be measured using sophisticated equipment. It responds instantly to thoughts, emotions, and environmental factors, and it plays a crucial role in health and healing. Dr. James Oshman's research on energy medicine has demonstrated that our bodies are semiconductors that can conduct, amplify, and respond to subtle energy signals. This explains why muscle testing can detect responses to substances that aren't even in physical contact with the body. And when we talk about the mind-body connection, what we're really talking about is this energy system at work. Your thoughts and emotions create measurable changes in your body's electromagnetic field, which in turn affects your physical strength. When you understand this, the vagus nerve becomes less like a mechanical wire and more like a fiber optic cable, transmitting energy and information throughout your system. The research at the HeartMath Institute is particularly fascinating. They've shown that your heart generates the body's most powerful electromagnetic field, which can be measured several feet from your body. This field changes instantly in response to thoughts and emotions. And get this, other people's nervous systems can detect and respond to your heart field. Pretty amazing, right? This explains why muscle testing is so sensitive to both physical and emotional inputs. We're reading changes in our body's energy field that happen before we're consciously aware of them. Now, let me share with you some practical ways to do muscle testing. There are several different methods, and each one offers a different way to read your body's energy field. Just like you might use different instruments to measure different aspects of electricity, these various techniques let you access your body's wisdom in different ways. The first method I want to share is the standing test or the sway test. This is my favorite way to introduce people to muscle testing because it uses your whole body and can feel quite dramatic when you first experience it. So think of yourself as a living pendulum. Your body will naturally sway towards truth and away from falsehood. So here's how you do it. Stand with your feet shoulder width apart in a relaxed but upright position. Hold a neutral thought and notice how stable you feel. Then think yes or something you know to be true and notice if your body sways forward. Think no or something you know to be false and notice if your body sways backwards. Once you've established your baseline by asking questions like this, you can begin asking specific questions. I love watching people's faces the first time they try this. There's often this moment of disbelief followed by pure amazement when they feel their body moving seemingly on its own. It's like discovering a superpower you never knew you had. Okay. Another method is the arm lever test. While the standing test is great for personal use, the arm lever test really shines when working with others. This is the method my Lyme doctor uses. It's also incredibly useful when you need very clear, unambiguous answers because it helps you bypass the natural tendency to second guess yourself. So for this one, you will need a partner. Stand comfortably while your partner faces you. Extend your dominant arm straight out to the side at shoulder height. Your partner places their hand just above your wrist. Now keep your arm strong, but not rigid. Aim for about 50% of your maximum strength. Then your partner applies steady, gentle pressure downward. With a true response, your arm will stay strong. That's a yes. With a false response, your arm will weaken noticeably. And the difference should be obvious. Your arm will either maintain position easily or drop significantly. Now, one thing I really want to emphasize here, when you're testing someone else, maintain consistent pressure and be patient. This isn't about overpowering them. It's about detecting subtle changes in muscle response. Think of it like tuning a radio. You're looking for clear signals, not static. Sometimes you need answers when you're alone or in situations where the standing or arm tests just aren't practical. That's where hand testing methods come in handy. If you can master one of these, you can make quick decisions throughout your day without drawing any attention to yourself, like in the supermarket. So, first, there's the ring method, where you make a ring with your thumb and any finger on one hand. Then insert the thumb and finger of your other hand into the ring. On a yes response, the ring will stay firmly closed when you try to pull it apart. On a no response, it will break easily. Just remember to use consistent medium pressure, about 50% of your maximum strength. Okay. There's another fingers method that is like the arm lever test. You simply use your fingers as arms. Rest your hand on a surface. Your leg will work if you don't have a desk or a table. Lift up one of your fingers and press on the end of your finger. It will stay strong on a yes or go weak on a no. The beauty of these methods is their subtlety. You can use them anywhere without drawing attention to yourself. Now, if you're drawn to more intuitive practices, pendulum testing might be your perfect match. While slightly different from traditional muscle testing, it works on similar principles and can be incredibly accurate once you develop a relationship with your pendulum. A pendulum offers another way to access your body's energy field. Think of it as an amplifier for your body's subtle energy movements. Any weighted object on a chain or string will work, though crystal or metal pendulums are the most common. Finding a crystal that resonates with you is the most effective. At least that is what I have found. To program your pendulum, hold it and ask it to show you yes, then no. I don't know, and I need to rephrase the question. The possible answers are generally clockwise, counterclockwise, back and forth, and side to side. Speaking of pendulums, I want to acknowledge something here. Each of these methods might require a bit of a mindset shift, especially if you've got some preconceptions about them. I'll be totally honest. Before I started using a pendulum myself, I'd only ever seen them associated with witchcraft, which definitely didn't align with my religious beliefs. Here's what really helped me. Really understanding the science behind how they work, and then taking time to pray over my pendulum before using it. If you are feeling any resistance to these tools, I really encourage you to do the mindset work needed to move past that, because these are incredible tools that can make such a difference in your life. And hey, if you're intrigued by the pendulum specifically, I've got an awesome gift for you at the end of this episode. Now, let's talk about how to actually use these techniques in your daily life. This is where muscle testing truly shines, taking it from an interesting concept to a practical tool for creating more freedom in your life. Let's start with health optimization, since your body's energy field holds incredible wisdom about what it needs to thrive. When we test supplements, foods, or treatments, we're measuring how their energy field interacts with ours. So let me share a really practical example of how I use this in my own life. Over my 5 years of dealing with Lyme disease, I've collected a massive list of self-care activities. Everything that I've tried. At the beginning of each month, I muscle test each activity on a scale from 1 to 5, with 1 being the least effective for where I am right now, and 5 being exactly what my body needs most right now. Then I take all the activities that scored a 5 and use muscle testing to put those in order of importance. So I start each month with this incredibly personalized roadmap of exactly how to take care of myself based on where I am right now, not where I was last month or last year. And I still check in with my body daily to see if there's anything outside of my plan that I might need that day. Now, what's fascinating is how much these needs can change over time. For example, there was a period where taking a sauna was absolutely crucial for my healing. I'm talking every single day. It was one of the most important things my body needed for years, actually. But right now, I haven't even stepped into a sauna for months because that's not what my body needs most in this season of healing. This is what I mean when I talk about the precision of muscle testing. Instead of following some generic protocol or trying to do all the things, I'm always meeting myself exactly where I am and giving my body exactly what it needs to continue moving toward ideal health. And I do the same thing with all of my supplements. When I was dealing with chronic Lyme disease, I faced an overwhelming number of treatment options. Every practitioner had different suggestions, and my supplement cabinet looked like a small pharmacy. Sound familiar to any of you? Muscle testing became my compass for navigating these choices. Instead of trying everything, spending thousands of dollars, and hoping something would work, I could ask my body exactly what it needed. Supplements currently ranks number 4 on my list, and each of the supplements on my list was chosen in the exact same way. I'm not just taking things and hope they work. I'm literally asking my body for exactly what it needs right now so I can support it at the highest level. Now, you can use muscle testing for all sorts of health related decisions. For supplements, you can test which ones your body needs, determine optimal dosage, check for potential interactions, and verify quality and effectiveness. For food sensitivities, you can identify problematic foods, test meal combinations, determine optimal eating times, and find foods that boost your energy. When it comes to treatment options, you can evaluate different therapies, test medication responses, find effective healing modalities, and identify root causes of symptoms. And for daily health decisions, you can test exercise intensity for the day, determine optimal sleep schedule, choose the best self-care activities, and select the most beneficial practices. The beauty of this approach is its precision. Instead of following generic health advice, you're getting personalized guidance directly from your body. It's like having a direct line to your inner wisdom. What makes this so powerful is that your body's energy field responds to what you need right now in this moment. A supplement that tested well last month might test poorly today because your energy needs have changed. This is why muscle testing is such a valuable tool for personalized healthcare. It gives you real-time feedback specific to your current state. Muscle testing is also incredibly powerful for breaking free from limiting beliefs, which we talk about all the time on this podcast. You see, beliefs are essentially energy patterns stored in our biofield. When we identify and clear limiting beliefs through muscle testing, we're literally shifting our energy patterns. This is why changes can happen so quickly. We're working directly with our energy rather than having to process through multiple layers of physical matter. Dr. David Hawkins, who extensively researched consciousness and energy, created a map of consciousness showing how different thoughts and beliefs vibrate at different frequencies. Using muscle testing, we can identify the energy frequency of our current beliefs, test common limiting beliefs, find subconscious blocks, test what beliefs would serve us better, verify when energy patterns have successfully shifted, and monitor our progress as we raise our vibration. I have seen incredible transformations when clients discover beliefs they didn't even know were holding them back. It's like finally finding the emergency brake you didn't realize was engaged. Once you release it, movement becomes so much easier. Now, when it comes to decision making, every choice we make either raises or lowers our energy frequency. When we use muscle testing for decisions, we're checking how different options resonate with our energy field. This is particularly powerful because our energy field can detect beneficial or harmful influences before our conscious mind notices them. While muscle testing shouldn't be your only decision-making tool, it can provide valuable insights when you're feeling stuck. You can use it to clarify difficult choices, confirm intuitive hits, test timing of actions, and verify alignment with goals. Think of muscle testing as having a conversation with your inner wisdom. It's not about giving away your power to some external force. It's about accessing the deeper knowledge already inside you. Now, let me share some tips for getting accurate results. Understanding muscle testing as energy work helps explain why certain conditions improve accuracy. For physical preparation, staying hydrated isn't just about muscle function. Water helps conduct energy through your body's tissues. In fact, Dr. Gerald Pollack's research on structured water shows that water in our cells has special properties that make it an ideal conductor for subtle energy signals. Electronic devices can interfere with your body's natural energy field. Just as your phone can disrupt a radio signal, it can create static in your testing results. Consider moving away from electronics or turning them off during testing sessions. Grounding or earthing helps stabilize your energy field. Research has shown that direct contact with the Earth's surface can reduce inflammation and improve nervous system function. So taking a few moments to ground yourself before testing often leads to clearer results. Like tuning a radio to the right frequency, you'll get clearer results when your energy is balanced and clear. This might mean taking several deep breaths to center yourself, doing a quick energy clearing exercise, setting clear intentions for accurate guidance, and maintaining a neutral emotional state. When working with clients, I often notice their results improve dramatically after we spend a few minutes on energy alignment. It's like clearing static from a phone line. Suddenly, the signals come through much clearer. There are also some common pitfalls to avoid. Understanding energy dynamics helps explain why certain situations interfere with accurate testing. Strong emotions create powerful waves in your energy field that can overwhelm subtle testing responses. Just as you couldn't hear a whisper during a thunderstorm, emotional turbulence makes it hard to detect gentle energy shifts. Testing when tired isn't just about physical fatigue. Your energy field naturally fluctuates throughout the day. Just as your phone needs recharging, sometimes your energy system needs restoration before accurate testing. And remember, energy follows attention. If you're too focused on getting a specific answer, you can inadvertently influence the energy flow. Trust the process and allow responses to emerge naturally. Now, before we wrap up today, I want you to take a moment and consider what areas of your health could benefit from clearer guidance. How might muscle testing help you navigate overwhelming choices? What would change if you had a reliable way to access your body's wisdom? How could this tool help you break free from what's holding you back? Muscle testing offers a powerful bridge between your conscious mind and your body's innate wisdom or inner knowing. Whether you're working to rebuild trust in your intuition, navigating health decisions, or seeking clarity in life's choices, it provides a tangible way to access deeper guidance. Remember, this isn't about becoming dependent on muscle testing for every decision. It's about having one more tool in your freedom toolkit, a way to cut through overwhelm and access clear guidance when you need it most. As you practice these techniques, you might find your intuitive abilities naturally strengthening. The more you experience your body's wisdom through muscle testing, the easier it becomes to recognize and trust those subtle inner nudges, even without testing. Start small, stay curious, and be patient with yourself as you develop this skill. Your body holds incredible wisdom. Muscle testing simply helps you access it more clearly. And before you go, I've got that special gift I promised. I have spent tons of time creating these really comprehensive pendulum charts for self-care, and I want to give them to you completely free. Here's the thing. I know firsthand how hard it is to find good pendulum charts online. I've done the searching, and there's not much out there unless you want to pay a whole bunch for them. So even if you're just a little curious about trying this out, I really encourage you to grab these charts while they're available. That way, you won't have to spend the time or money creating them yourself later. You'll find the link in the show notes. All right, my friends, that is all for today's episode. As always, live free, love life. Thanks so much for watching today. Before you go, hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you never miss an episode. And while you're still here, I've got something special for you. My Live Free Love Life membership now has a completely free level. You can start transforming your life right now without spending a dime. You'll get access to certain courses, content, and tools that will help you break free from whatever is holding you back and create a life you absolutely love. And when you're ready for even more support, you can easily upgrade to get access to our live coaching calls, as well as way more tools and content. There's honestly no reason not to join the free level today. Just click the link in the description below to get started. Until next time, live free, love life.